Hello, Mountain. My name is Camilla Augustus, and welcome back. Today, I'm so excited to be sitting down for part 1 of 2 interviews with an amazing guest. She's a runner, traveler, and WVTM 13's news anchor, Miss Brittany Decker. Hello, Mountain. My name is Camilla Augustus, and welcome back. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. We have a very special guest joining us. She is a runner, traveler, and WVTM 13's very own anchor, Miss Brittany Decker. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I am fantastic.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Happy to be here.
Yes, we're glad to have you. I know your story is really really I've heard a lot. You came to talk to our class one time, and it was just very exciting to hear. And I know a lot of people on here are going to love your story as well. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, so first question, could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Brittany Decker, and I'm 31 years old, and I'm an evening news anchor in Birmingham, Alabama. From New England, the New England area. Started off, my family's all in Connecticut, worked in Massachusetts for a little while until I came down here. So work takes a lot of my energy, a lot of my life, which I do prioritize. Oh, I have a little dog too. I'll have to find him and show you. Other than that, I'm a runner. I've run a marathon a month. January will be 2 years for running a marathon a month. So I'm almost at 30 marathons, which is pretty cool. I started off pushing wheelchair athletes, and now I kind of just set different goals. I believe in setting different goals and achieving different things. So it's kind of been a goal that I've had, and I haven't gotten too hurt yet. So I'm still going with that. I love traveling, and I love exploring. I love adrenaline and just seeing new things and bringing light to each moment of life that I can enjoy. News can be sad sometimes, so finding that beauty outside of work is really important to me. I love music, play a little guitar and sing some, and I really love people. I love the community, and I try to just get involved as much as I possibly can. And yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Exciting. I see your guitar in the background.
Yeah, can you see my dog too? I don't know if you can see him.
Oh my gosh! As soon as you pointed the camera, it posed oh, the camera.
Sorry, he's a good little guy. If he comes over here, I'll show him to you. So
running the marathon a month.
Yeah.
Very extreme. Could you tell me about that?
It's a little extreme. So basically, I ran marathons years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, and I used to push wheelchair athletes and kind of did it for different reasons. Never really started off as a runner growing up, but just loved the idea of races and being around people, and I have always been physically active. But Marathon a Month started January of a couple of years ago, and I felt terrible. I felt terrible when I finished this race, and instead of saying, I'm never doing this again, I think like most people would, I said, I'm going to do this again. I'm going to keep doing this to get better so I feel less terrible next time. So the next month there was a marathon locally. So I said, oh, this is perfect. And each time I just kind of learned something new, what decent pair of running shoes were, what worked for me. I would start off listening to music. Now I can run 18 miles on a Saturday and talk to my friends. And I met a really quality group of people that I surround myself with. So initially, for the first year and a half, it started off as, where can I go run a marathon, right? LA Marathon, somehow in Utah or around here. But now, since COVID has come into the world, had to adapt a little bit like everything else. And, my friends, I have a wonderful group of people, and they create running routes for me. So it's nice. And okay, today's our marathon day, and we'll go out and run a marathon. So the fact that my body can do that, and I believe full-heartedly that everybody can do it with enough training and mental, it's very, it takes a lot of mental strength as much as it does physical. So for me, it's just something that is a good goal setter and gives me a lot of tactics that I use in different parts of my life. And it's kind of my social life too, I guess. I know that sounds weird.
Yeah, no, that's good. That you have a group of people to keep you motivated, and you can talk to them, have a little group. It's also really good that you're doing it each month, because staying on a schedule, I guess that kind of helps, and you kind of never run out of shape. So
exactly. Well, that was part of the beginning mindset too, right? I said, okay, I just need to keep my mileage up at this point because I don't want to have to start and retrain all over again. So apparently it was a good idea to just keep going one a month. But he set different goals on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, it was freezing out this Tuesday. I'm a New Englander that hates the cold. I was out on the track this Tuesday getting my speed work in to get better that way. So it's just finding different ways to stay on top of it and get better. And one thing I believe with anything in life, whether it's career or something that you're working towards, always surround yourself with better people that are better than you, because it makes you want to be better and it pushes you out of your comfort zone. So I've been lucky to be able to do that.
Yes. Wow. So traveling, could you tell me about your travel experiences? What maybe like your most favorite place so far?
Yeah, I can't say I have one favorite place because every experience has been so different and for a different purpose. I always try to travel for a purpose, whether that be for a race. A lot of times I'll try to travel around a race that I'm doing, but what I'll do is I'll go for a few days and I will maximize the time. I will see every part of that state and plan every cool thing to do. I'm not an easy person to travel with if you like to just kick back and relax. Like, okay, I have a whole thing planned. So, for example, I did a solo trip by myself, didn't put anyone else through the torture a couple months ago in Utah. It was around a trail race. It was a 3-day trail race, a half marathon a day. And, but like by myself, one morning I went on a hot air balloon and I went cliff jumping and I traveled all around Utah, Bryce Canyon and Zion National Park and the Narrows. So I try to make the most out of things because I think there's so many beautiful things here in the country. Outside the country, Iceland was a really cool place, really just beautiful. I love landscape and beautiful places. I've been to Haiti a bunch, and Cambodia, Southeast Asia is a really neat, culturally different place. And this sounds strange, but I love being out of my comfort zone. So being the only person not to speak a certain language or look differently, I like to feel that way to learn more about myself and how to learn in different cultures.
Wow, that's really, really cool.
Yeah, it's been great. I think we all live in our worlds every day, and we're so used to our routine and our bubbles, right? Okay, this is what I have to do. And you have to really think with your mind to plan these things in advance and to travel to get out of your comfort zone. But I really think that's the best way to learn, through better than any textbook or any Google search engine. I just think that seeing different places and meeting different people in different areas is the best way to learn anything in life, really.
Yes. Yeah. I find it amazing that you can even travel by yourself. Like, you don't have to, have like people with you. You could just go and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. And sometimes it's hard people think it's strange that I do that, I think, but also, I don't want to just not do something in life because someone else doesn't want to do it too. So like anyone's welcome to join, but I'm going to go. So see you later.
Yes.
But also when you do things by yourself too, it opens you up to meeting people that you would have never met before. So I've met some of my greatest friends around the country, around the world by just being alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Living the life. That's really cool.
Living the life. Yeah. That's not terrible.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. Be sure to stay tuned for part 2 of my interview with Miss Brittany Decker. Also be sure to follow us on all of our social medias. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at OakMTN Media. And for Oak Mountain Media, I'm Camilla Augustus.